just go live right now. And let me change the stream. All right, let me check. YouTube looks to be live right now. Perfect, perfect. So sorry about that, guys. We're a little bit too late to the summer games. It happens. Hello, Benus. Something I didn't do is actually spam some of my friends to come here. So give me just a second. I really thought I had enough time. Just like a half an hour or something like that, but it's fine. I'm just spamming people, letting them know I'm starting the stream. Pop, 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 pop. And these guys too. Oh, I already spammed these guys. Pop, 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 pop. I think that's all. There we go. Okay, we can continue. Yeah, so I actually didn't know there was gonna be like a Summerfest reveal games today. I didn't know. Until a friend of mine sent me the link, and I noticed it like an hour later. But the little I could see about it, like a lot of pretty cool games might come out soon. Some of my friends are really good fans of Civilization, so Civilization 7 is coming up. They look pretty happy. As a Warhammer game. There are a lot of games I didn't know about. I think I'm gonna have to review the videos again later because I didn't have the time to actually see much of what's going on there. I saw a Star Wars video game, I think. Oh my god, we're getting nuts. We're getting nuts, guys. Give me a second. Yeah, something I forgot to add is the ads into the chat only channel. I think I forgot. That's why it's not showing, but it's fine. Let's wait a little bit until this ends. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, yeah. I think I'm gonna buy like look for a highlight later. A highlight of the Steam Summerfest. I like it. Well, not Steam, Summerfest. See what's up because I couldn't see much with the time I had. I kind of skipped it just to see if wasn't anything interesting there. I saw pretty cool games. I don't remember their names, but I'll be taking note later. I kind of like the having the ads doing this, but maybe we can get some kind of variety, like change it a little bit, just a little bit, just to make it a little more interesting every time. Because I think it might get boring soon. Well, since we are already here on this page, I'm gonna just get this here. So this is the beginner's guide. Now, I'm not 100% sure about what this game is about, but it's supposed to be like a good video for inspiration when you want to start something. since I want to start working on my creator side of things, some way. This is a video game that's been recommended to us several people online, and I thought to myself, maybe I could play it. It's more story based. It's probably not even a game if you call it, but it's supposed to be a pretty good game for you. Prepare yourself for something new you want to work on, or new projects and such, to get some inspiration. So I thought maybe we could watch it together. What do you guys think? Sorry if the music stops every time I change windows. Yeah, basically that's it. Like some sort of a inspirational video game, just for us to watch. I guess we can start. Please make sure audio is on. It is on. Damn it! I hate that the sound disappears every time we change windows, because I'm gonna be doing that a lot.
I wrote The Stanley Parable, and while that game tells a pretty absurd story, today I'm going to tell you about a series of events that happened between 2008 and 2011. We're going to look at the games made by a friend of mine named Coda. Now, these games mean a lot to me. I met Coda in early 2009 at a time when I was really struggling with some personal stuff, and his work pointed me in a very powerful direction. I found it to be a good reference point for the kinds of creative works that I wanted to make. So just to start you off, this is, I think, the first game he ever made. It's a level for Counter-Strike. You can walk around here, by the way. And mostly it's just Coda learning the basics of building a 3D environment. But what I like is that even though he starts from the simple aesthetic of a desert town, he then scatters these colorful abstract blobs and impossible floating crates around the level. And of course, it destroys the illusion that this actually is a desert town, and instead this level becomes a kind of calling card from its creator. It's like a reminder that this video game was constructed by a real person. And it kind of makes you wonder, what was going through his head as he was building this? This is what I like about all of Coda's games. I mean, not that they're all fascinating as games, but that they are all going to give us access to their creator. I want us to see past the games themselves. I want to get to know who this human being really is. And that's exactly what we're going to do here. So, it's 2008, Coda starts making these games, and he never releases any of them. He doesn't put them onto the internet, he just makes them and then immediately abandons them, and they sit on his computer forever. And I think he really understood this image of himself as a recluse. At one point, he jokingly renamed his computer's recycling bin to Important Games Folder. So, you know, this was just how he worked. He tended to crank them out one after the other without even really pausing to try to understand what he had just made, until suddenly one day, he just stopped. In 2011, that was it. He made his last game, and then he hasn't made another one since. And that's why I've taken this opportunity to gather all of his work together, is because I find his games powerful and interesting, and I'd like this collection to reach him, to maybe encourage him to start creating again. And if the people like you who play this also happen to find his work interesting, then I'm sure it'll just send that much stronger of a message of encouragement to Coda. So thanks for joining me on this. If you have a particular interpretation that I haven't mentioned here, or if you just need to get in touch, you can email me at daveyWreden@gmail.com. Okay, that's about it for introduction. Let's take a look at Coda's first proper game. As each game is loading, I'll show you the date that it was completed. This first one was made in November 2008.
We can actually move. And this one came too? Okay.
Warning. Is the machine active? Shift destruction imminent.
This game is called Escape from Whisper, and it's one of the more generic games you'll see from Coda.
The gun doesn't even make sounds. I'm out of bullets, I think. Reload? Can I reload? No, I can't.
Security call breached. Hostile alien life forms inbound.
It kinda looks like this game was abandoned mid-development. For instance, you have this gun, which you'd think would indicate that there are supposed to be monsters or enemies somewhere, but then clearly there are no enemies anywhere. You can't even reload the gun when you run out of bullets. But ultimately we don't really know. Maybe Coda thought that actually it was complete the way that it is. And I think that we should talk about his games for what they are, rather than for what they're not.
Enemy force neutralized. Begin.
Let me know if the games are a little bit too loud. Oh, okay. Can I should proceed here?
I love how you can see the bottom of the universe from this room.
You can actually see it. Well, the doors work.
Apparently, this space station has a labyrinth on it. Sure, I don't know. There's really no reason for it that I've ever been able to discern, so in the interest of time, I'm just gonna skip you on past it.
Oh, okay, thanks.
Okay, this is the part that's interesting. The game has this narrative about the Whisper Machine and how it has to be turned off, and then you get to the engine room.
Hey, you there, in the engine room. You could save us all. That beam is powering the Whisper Machine. We could disrupt it by introducing a great enough heat signature. If your body could stop the beam. It's so much to ask, but for all of our lives, would you do it? Could you give yourself?
Oh, so we have to sacrifice ourselves for this? Sure, I'll do it. We just
Let me pause here for a second. What you just experienced, stepping into the beam and then dying, is probably what Coda had initially intended when he was developing this level. But when he first compiles and plays it, something goes wrong. There's a bug somewhere. And this is what happens instead.
Do I go back? Okay, let's see. Let's touch it again. I'm floating. Oh.
The beam causes you to start floating. And this is an important moment for him. Because yes, this is technically a glitch, but Coda identifies something human about it. Like how small it makes you feel in the face of this larger chaotic system. Or this floating could be the afterlife, a peaceful place, juxtaposed against all of the hysteria that you've just had to traverse. I don't even know. I have no idea what he was thinking, but what's clear is that after making this, something lodges itself in his brain. He wants to do more of these really weird and experimental designs. So he stops work on this and moves on to a stream of tiny little games that go in all sorts of directions. Let's go ahead and take a look at the first game he made after leaving this one behind.
This is actually pretty cool. I'm enjoying it very much. Yeah, PlayStation 2 graphics, yeah. Well, this was like, wow, he said like 2009, I think. And when does the game start? There's no game here. I can actually move?
Yep. In this game, you can only walk backwards.
God damn it. The past was behind her. I can only walk backwards. Okay.
So it's a short and relatively minimalist experiment combining motion and narrative.
But the
It is
future
less
could not be
advanced than the
seen.
previous game, but actually it seems to be more focused, more complete. Coda's trying to give it a unique voice rather than simply basing it on a pre-existing trope.
When she stops and looks, it becomes clearer. Okay, pretty... It's kind of weird, I can only walk backwards. But if the future is always behind her, how will she find the strength to confront it. Ah, okay. It
It's a
ends
short
here.
little thought, it says what it wants to say, and then it ends. Didn't need anything more than that. Which to me is why it works, because it gets out quick. Okay, next one.
It's a small. Oh, never mind. I thought it was like a small platform, but it's actually dark here. Okay. I can't walk away from the road. You are now entering. I can jump. Okay.
And that's it. Okay, the meaning of this game won't be clear just yet. Please be patient with me for a few more games, and I promise you'll see what makes it interesting.
Okay. December 2008.
Oftentimes, Coda would put bizarre titles like this one at the start of his games.
Oh, wow.
I wish I'd known him at the time that he was making these early games. He would really only talk to me about his work as he was making it. Once he stopped work on a game, like, that was it. It was dead to him. And I don't agree with that at all, but what are you gonna do?
I imagine. Oh, wow. The voices.
Once you've
Like-
been slowed to an absolute crawl, the door at the top of the stairs opens.
I
So
can't
why,
move.
if Coda's not showing these games to anyone, why bother opening the door at all? Well, to show you, I'm modifying the game here so that when you press enter, it'll bring you back up to full speed so you can enter the door for yourself.
Okay, press enter to move back to full speed and then see the door. Oh, okay. Pretty cozy. Oh, words. Oh, shit. You walk around talking people down for pursuing their hopes and dreams. A normal game where you have to scream into a mic every 15
A room
seconds to
that's
keep playing.
warm and nice and filled with little ideas for games.
Stand on an X, starting at a bear for 3 hours.
Coda would often tell me that he didn't mind if people thought of him as cold or distant. He said that he knew that he was actually a vibrant and compassionate person, but that it takes time to really see that. It can be a very slow climb to get there.
Game filled with chairs, except one chair is floating. Okay. Read an enemy's emails to learn how what? Enemy's emails? How to defeat them, I guess. Ready, set, fish. Okay.
Well, this is new for Coda. It's an actual puzzle. Go ahead and see if you can solve it.
I wonder. Oh, whoa, what's that? Dark smoke. Interesting. I can walk into the darkness. Maybe I do that? Oh, never mind. Guess not.
Don't forget that solution,
Oh.
because we're going to see this puzzle again soon.
Okay.
We're gonna see it a lot.
3 weird dots there.
So that seems to be it, right? You walk down a corridor, you solve a puzzle, you get to the end. Simple enough. Alright, now I'm going to modify the game again so that when you press enter, it'll remove all of the walls from this room.
Okay, let's see what happens. What the fudge?
How about that? There was more to it than we had any way of knowing.
Oh,
I actually
okay.
find it funny that this game comes after the Stairs game since they essentially convey the opposite idea.
Holy
So,
moly.
in the Stairs game, a dull exterior concealed a rich interior. And then, in this level, a dull interior hides this fantastic outer world. Either way, I think that the point is the same, is that most of the time you don't get to know what you're missing, or even that you're missing anything. That's not your role as a player. So if your role here is not to understand, then what is it?
I'm guessing those rooms were like procedurally generated. We are now exiting. Okay. Let me check if the entering is still there. Nope. Second part, we're now exiting.
Aha. So this, combined with the entering game from earlier, tells us that Coda believes his games are connected somehow. It could even be that the stairs game and puzzle game are literally connected in between this and the entering game. There's a bigger picture that all of his games are meant to play a role in, some larger meaning that we won't be able to grasp until we've seen all of them. And once we have, we can step back and start to understand what exactly that bigger picture is.
Not gonna lie, I'm very intrigued right now. Like super duper intrigued. Okay. White everything in a house.
Let's talk about video game development for a second. Every video game runs on what's called an engine, which determines what the game can and cannot do. So in other words, the engine is a set of tools for game development. To make all of these games, Coda is using an engine called Source. Like all engines, Source has certain things that it does well, and it has certain things that it does poorly. One of the things that it does very well is boxy linear corridors. That's why so many of Coda's games are set in these large, flat, empty rooms, is just because he's working with what the engine does well. The tools available to the creator shape what kinds of creative work they're going to end up making. You might consider paying attention to the architecture in Coda's games to notice how they seem to stem from an engine that's very good at producing linear, boxy corridors.
I wonder if I can fall. Do I fall? Do I try it? Yes, for science. Oh, I see something. Is that the end, maybe? Okay, okay. So he's now trying round things here. Okay. Interesting. Oh. This feels like a prison. Yeah. Can I go? Oh, okay.
This prison, funny enough, in Coda's original design, the doors stayed shut for a full hour before letting you go. If you don't mind, I think we're gonna skip that.
No, I'm still gonna say 1 hour here. So see you guys in an hour. We're gonna be staying here. If you wanna leave right now, perfectly understandable. But if you wanna stay, you're gonna stay with me a full hour right now. So what's up, guys? What are you guys doing? How's your day going? We wanna do what Coda intended, so we're gonna stay here a full hour. So what's up? What's new with you guys? Okay, I'll continue. Like, I'm really intrigued. I'm really liking the music. Even the music even is helping a lot. Giving the atmosphere for this. Oh, okay.
This is something that he and I used to argue about a lot. You know, whether a game ought to actually be playable, whether it means anything if no one can get through it. And I would always defend that, you know, all this work goes into the game, why not make it playable and accessible? And so we just got into heated arguments over it, and there was one time that after one of these conversations, he went home, and a day or two later, he sent me a zip file entitled Playable Games that was full of hundreds of individual games, each of which was just an empty box that you walked around in and nothing else. Believe me, I played every single one of those just to find out if there was like a gag hidden somewhere. There wasn't.
Oh, okay, I guess there's glass here. Boop. Three dots again?
It's the puzzle again, with the exact same solution as the last time.
You're gonna lie to me?
There's still
Okay.
no clear indication of what makes this puzzle so special that Coda is going to return to it over and over. But I promise I'll share with you my interpretation very shortly.
The box. The world box. Ooh. A furnace? People, listen, speak.
Here,
You there.
Coda begins using a kind of dialogue system that he fashioned out of the engine's chat capabilities. Use the 1, 2, 3 buttons on your keyboard to respond.
Okay, you there. Did you come from above? What's up there? Okay, number 1. Yes, there was a world stamped with whiteness. Yes, there was an enormous prison I spent hours in. And yes, there were these floating color blocks. Okay, so all of them are true. I guess I'll do 3. A lot of floating color blocks. That's the world above? You been there? Now this is important. You have to get through a puzzle with 2 doors and switches? Yes, I did. No, I don't remember, or I prefer not to tell you. Again, if the music or the sounds are too much, just let me know, guys. Okay, let's say yes. Yes, that's literally what I did before coming here. Again, perfect. Now please tell us, how do you solve it? Tell us the solution. Tell us how to get to the other side. I don't remember. I didn't solve it. Someone else let me in, or trust me, you don't want to go over there. So we're lying now. I remember how I solved it. I'm trying to remember, but I can't. Let's try that. Let's try that. Let's see what happens. I can't remember. You must think harder. Please try again to remember. It is so important that we get out of here, and we must escape this prison. Can't you think harder? There must be something more. Please tell us how to reach the end. And then we can't talk again. Oh, okay. I can't actually go up there. Oh. Okay. The room just disappeared behind me. Ooh, we're back. Hello, how did you get there? Was there a puzzle you had to pass through? Number 1, yes. Do you want to know how to solve it? Or no, I've been right here this entire time. Let's lie. Let's see what happens. I'm very curious right now. No, I've been here the entire time. I suggest you go and see the puzzle sometime. It's not meant to be solved, but you can see it in the black space in the middle. Why should I sit on the black space? Let's ask that. Oh, it's plenty peaceful. It may not seem the way at first, but you'll come to think so in time eventually. Okay. I guess this is gonna be like a cycle. So these are stairs now.
And so we make one last descent down to the final floor of the level.
Okay, no cycle then. Oh, we're getting ads. Let me snooze them this time. I remember I created a button to snooze ads. Streamer bot? Which button do you use? Ad playing. Ad snooze. There it is. Did it snooze it? No, it didn't. I guess it didn't work. We'll have to wait a little bit, guys.
A lot more cohesive, a lot more fully developed.
Let's pause it. Let's pause it because ads are coming. I'm liking it so much so far. This game is... Well, it's not even a game by itself. It's just like... The story is pretty cool. Getting us into like the mind of Cody at those times, which was making these quote-unquote games. I don't know, a lot of people watching. I know you guys are actually subbed. And I'm talking to nobody. Okay, the ads are gonna end in a second now. Any second now. Wait, why is it still playing? Okay, it's done. What up, guys? Welcome back from the ads. We're gonna continue the game now. So, for those who didn't actually listen to what I said because the ads were playing, I'm enjoying this game a lot. Getting into the mind of Cody at the times he was making those quote-unquote games looks pretty interesting, really. And the narration and the music are just very interesting, all of it. So let's continue, right? So you don't want to watch ads anymore, you can always give me your primes.
With more of a clear idea behind them. And as we go, that idea will get clearer and clearer and clearer.
April 2009. This game is connected to the internet. As you walk around, you can leave notes. All notes you see are left by other players. Is it really? Is this like Dark Souls? It reminds me of Dark Souls. Nice room, not.
So first off, I'm sure you can deduce this, but this game is not connected to the internet. All of the notes that you're gonna see have been written by Coda. This was actually the first game of his that I ever played. This was shortly after I met him at a weekend game jam in Sacramento, where I grew up. I saw him working on this very level, and it was just so different from anything that anyone else was doing. So right away I was like, I have to be friends with this person. In retrospect, I think I was probably a bit too pushy, trying to get his attention. I was over enthusiastic.
Hey
But
Sonny,
he was
thank you for
very
showing up,
gracious
man.
about it and very patient with me. And I cooled off eventually.
How do you beat this game? No point to this. Oh my god, this is gonna be a lot of messages. So Coda wrote all these messages. Whoa, holy shit. Can you guys hear me? This reminds me a lot of Dark Souls. Hello.
Oh, feel free to skip over any of these notes if they're not doing anything for you. Nothing extra is gonna happen if you read all of them. Either way.
What? That was not supposed to happen. Why are you playing the ads sound effect? Streamer bot. Okay. Let's continue.
Felt that we get to know him better and actually kind of connect with him. And I have to be honest with you, this idea is really seductive to me. That I could just play someone's game and see the voices in their head and get to know them better and have to do less of the messy in-person socializing. I could just get to know you through your work. I think this is why I always liked Coda's games so much, is because it felt like they let me have that connection. I felt as though he was inviting me personally into his world. And then I feel less lonely too.
In a world of notes, one man will read all of them. Wait, we are getting ads? What? What's up with that? Twitch, what's going on? Why are you doing this to me? Let's pause the game a little bit. Twitch, why are you doing this? We weren't supposed to get ads in 30 minutes. I guess it was a fluke there. Give me a second. God damn it, Twitch. It's fine. Let's thank Bezos for letting us be in this platform. Thank you, Mr. Bezos, for letting us be here streaming, talking to all these beautiful people here on the stream. So, as tribute, we will accept these ads, so you can get a lot richer from us. All right. Welcome back from the ads. I don't know why it launched again. We weren't supposed to get any ads for like 30 minutes, and I don't know, something I touched maybe. Okay, let's continue. So we left. In a world full of notes, one man will read all of them this summer. You will believe blue speech bubbles can talk. They can. I just saw a flying penguin Let me tell you, it was the most majestic thing I ever seen. I don't feel like living because nothing will be as majestic as that. I never want to see again if nothing will ever be as beautiful again. I'm crying now and I plan on ripping my eyes out. I must go now to do that. Okay, so this this Koda guy looks like a pretty chill guy. I'll love to talk to him. What the shit is this cavern? Yep, exactly in my mind. I can reassure you, guarantee that there is an acorn somewhere here in this place and the sailors are looking for it. Somehow I don't believe that there's actually an acorn here. Hey guys, just looking for someone to talk with. What if I... Oh, I can't jump. I mean, I can't jump outside of bounds. Okay. I refuse to believe. I need to go to the freaking bathroom. Recognize me, please? There's nothing here. Go back. Don't listen to that guy. Yeah, this totally reminds me of Dark Souls, like a chest ahead and such. A free t-shirt. I like t-shirts. Is this an actual door? Open sesame. Someday I will meet the person who made this. I help people because of internal good feeling I get. Yep, internal good feeling feels good. And don't bother. This is where I get off. Okay. Stop, turn back. Proceeding further will only result in misery. Take my hand, let's jump together. Okay, so this guy wrote all of these. These are not actual messages from people. What is this painting? It's kind of weird. I think I'm this. I think I'm this is... Okay. What? I think this isn't going anywhere. Okay. This is a note? Don't listen to the other notes? Okay, let's finish up. Let's finish up. Oh, I see a higher one. And now that I think about it, these notes are always facing me. Ooh, spoopy. Whoever made this has issues. Probably. It's about how this game is pretentious and you all suck. Well, I'm here now. Wait. Oh. There must be a reason for it, though. His terrible secret, he kept it well. I beat the game. So this is the end?
At the end of this
Holy
level,
moly.
we're going to see the puzzle again. And here, I'll tell you what I think the puzzle means. Each of these games represents an idea that was on Koda's mind at the time that he was making it. And the puzzle is a way of closing the door on a previous chapter of his life before moving on to the next one. In each of his games, after exploring a theme that, he might find difficult, Koda can then place this puzzle that he knows has a reliable solution, he understands exactly how it works, and so it gives him a simple mechanism for moving on.
Oh my god, I've been here literally for an hour. What the fuck do I do? Help! Help! This doesn't make sense. The second door won't open.
And because there's this dark area between the doors, a space between spaces, before you move on, you get to pause. Just for a moment, a few seconds to reflect on and let go of the events that led you here. To step back and connect the pieces together. To grasp at that elusive bigger picture.
Guys, it's not bad in here. I'm heading back to the start later, guys. No answer, I think? There is no second switch. No solution. What are those sounds? Oh, okay. How do you leave those? Typewriters. This kind of hurts me a little bit, to be honest. Are you there? Please say something. I can't be anything. I just need you to say something. Talk to me, please. Why are you having so much difficult talking? Speak. I'm just saying speak a lot. June 2009. Porn
Okay, this
stars
one is
die
tough.
too?
It's gonna kind
Okay.
of just spin its own wheels for a few minutes. Hang with it.
So this is like a room. There's these bars. I see a whale over there. Something weird on the left. Interesting painting. Oh, the door opens. Ooh. Ooh. The same painting. The thing I notice about all the rooms this guy makes is they have like that's a sort of a new modern architecture, minimalistic kind of thing that I don't love very much. Like it feels cool, those kind of buildings, to be honest. Oh, we are outside actually. Hey, is this
See,
the
like, this is it. The whole
entering?
game. And there's nothing that's particularly interesting about it. You just walk to the end of a hallway. Except, for some reason, Coda gets really fixated on this prison that has all of this modern furniture. And I don't know why, but he decides he needs to revisit this prison. He's gonna start over, use the same assets, turn it into something else. Okay, cool. Here's version 2.
Huh? Where are the assets? What furniture ought to go in the center of the room? How about a TV with surround sound, a refrigerator, put a giant hole in the ground. Let's put the refrigerator. Let's see what happens. That's not a refrigerator. Okay. Okay, now what about along the wall? Let's put a huge picture of a horse. I really like a washing machine. 10 stoves line up along the wall. 10 stoves, please. Okay, so it doesn't matter what we choose, it's gonna just do the same furniture. I think we could light up this room a bit. Number 1, a skylight. Full ceiling window. Let's open this area up. I think a 10 by 12 recessed electric 6-inch of LED ceiling light. Is sounds like a Amazon name there. Item name. We'll put a live Tesla coils in each corner. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Tesla coils. Yep. That's a Tesla coil, alright. And a table. You need a table. Yeah. Tables were invented in 1935? That doesn't seem right. Number 3. Whoa. The fudge?
There's a bit more to this one, but still, it's not really communicating anything. It's kind of just weird for weirdness' sake.
It's like a labyrinth, I guess?
So, okay, he
Oh,
throws
come
it
on.
out and starts over. This time he comes at the prison idea from a different direction.
Hello, please walk forward. Do I have to? This guide will enable you to escape any prison environment. Follow the instructions carefully. Take care that you remember each step. First, click on this table. Click. Good. Oh, the 3 dots again? These are the 3 dots we've been seeing all over these games. Good. Go over the photo frame and click to turn it slightly. To turn it slightly. Okay. Photo frame. Click. Okay. Now turn the floor lamp in this room off. Then turn it back on. Okay. We turn it off. Then we turn it on again. Now go to the left side sofa and move it a little bit. This one? Left side? Okay. Finally touch the shelves. Shelves? Oh, these shelves. That's it. In a real prison, the escape will now open. Return to the start to be taken back to your prison. Okay. What's the significance behind these 3 dots I've been seeing everywhere? Return. We're back. I don't think I'll remember each step, so let's see what happens.
And of course, now the table is gone and you can't begin the chain of events to escape.
God damn it. Why did you make me
Here's a
learn
version where there are no bars, but you can't actually get to the well. And then a version where the inside of the prison is the outside and the outside is the inside. Let me just blink you real quick through a few more of these. I mean, he really unloaded on this prison idea. There's nearly a dozen of them. Personally, I think it's awful to watch this. To see a person basically unraveling through their work. And for what? Like, at what point do you just go, maybe there are game ideas other than this prison that I could be working on? But Coda doesn't have that voice telling you to stop. That particular mechanism of defense against yourself. Without it, you just spiral. And so he keeps going and going and going and going and going. And then he hits on something. And he likes it. And that's it. He's done. He stops making prisons. This is the very last version of the prison game that he created. And the reason I think it works is that the prison is not actually in it.
What? Ooh, okay. Exiting a tunnel? Spooky. That's always a good sign when the door opens for you. Hello? Who is this? Hey, it's me. I'm you from after you escaped the prison. Okay. You are me? So you were trapped in this prison too? Yep, I
It's a
was in the
conversation.
future maze.
And so this is what Coda wants, is to be able to talk to someone, to share what's on his mind, and to get some good advice from someone who knows. But the irony is that even in this scenario, you're still talking to yourself. You know, all of these games so far are Coda talking to himself.
Yep, I was in a reverse prison. That's where I am right now. Oh, I'm so glad to know that I get out eventually. What's it like to escape? Okay, number 1. Actually, I'm already forgetting what being in a prison was like. It's strange, but in a way I kind of miss being in the prison. And number 3, it feels like being completely still and wildly in motion at the same time. Let's do number 3. See what happens. Do you feel any different? Sometimes I'm scared I'll get out and then things will be exactly the same as before. No, I'm really the same person now as I was back then. No, it actually does change. I don't feel like the same person at all. Let's do that. Let's do that. Let's see what happens. Oh, good. That's so nice to hear. That makes me feel really happy. Am I doing therapy again without noticing? Are we doing therapy again? Or we just didn't know about it? Age just kind of does that, you know? I'm still me, but I'm not somehow. It's hard to describe. Or, remember to enjoy being who you are right now. It won't last. Let's do number 1. H does that, you know? Wait, if you are me, did you get the call from another version of you when you were trapped? Oh, no, we didn't. Let's say no. I think I'm the first person to call back. Then can you tell me how to get out? Maybe I can find you. What do I have to do? To get out, all you have to do is be sincere. To get out, you need to tell me how you feel right now. And to get out, you just stuck with me for a bit. I think we're doing therapy again. Tell me how you feel right now. What? That will free me? How does that work? Listen, you can't know until you're out, but I promise it works. Number 2, just tell me how you feel. Number 3, it will all make sense. It all makes sense. Okay, I feel afraid that nothing will ever change. Go on. Any dance?
I can see why he considers this a fitting conclusion to the prison games. After all of the obsession and frustration, just to be told by someone you can trust that things are going to be okay. Wouldn't that be nice?
It would be nice. August 2009.
So what would it look like if Coda wanted to make a game about talking to someone other than himself?
Spoopy.
To me, this environment is meant to represent Coda's puzzle, with the 2 doors on either side and a dark transitional space between.
It made the sound first, then it moved. Ooh, spilled drink. Well, my goodness, I'm glad I saw heck that you showed up. Thought I might be having to clean the entire house all by myself, and right, miserable that would have been. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes.
You'll notice that the quality of the art is a step up from previous games, including this new and improved chat system, which he started using from this point on. From here on out, he begins putting much more effort into the visual polish of his work, and this particular game took 2 months to create as a result.
A lot more details, I can notice that. Let's say, okay. Everyone knows lonesome hands make lousy homes. Number 1, don't worry about me. The place is nice, I'll be glad to stay here all night. Number 2, and lousy homes make home loners. And number 3, are we cleaning this whole place? Let's say number 1. I'm glad You'll be glad to stay here all night. Well, now you might be getting a little ahead of ourselves there now. You know, why don't we start cleaning and then you decide whether you could do it all night? I'll finish up here, and in the meantime, could you please clear the table? Okay, we'll clear the table. Click. Much nicer. That's the table I want to see. Now, would you please run into the bedroom and make the bed? Okay. We're cleaning now. Make the bed. Done. While you're in there, why don't you straighten up the rug a bit? All the little details matter. Okay, we can ask questions now. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? How did you end up doing this job? It's been a long time since I've been in a house this messy. Let's do number 1. Do you enjoy being a house cleaner? Well, I don't enjoy it as much as I needed. While I'm working, I feel kind of calmed, rests in the pit of my ribcage. My soul just can't be suited by any other way, it seems. Which I guess is about all that matters. Oh, that tidy couch. Would you straighten the pillows on the sofa out there? Okay. Click. Oh dear, looks like someone spilled a drink over the couch. Maybe mop that up as long as you're over there. Clean the spill. Boop. I feel compelled to share an incredibly cheesy personal insight. You okay with that? Make it especially cheesy. Yeah, I'm gonna go for that one. No. Okay. No, it was stupid. Sorry. Never mind. Hey, these dishes need to be washed. Why don't you come do that? Okay, I'll wash the dishes. Boop. Last I checked, the tube needed a cleaning. How about you scrub it down as best as you can? No need to be perfect. We're all just human. Scrub. Are there still books scattered in the floor of the bedroom? If so, would you put them back on the shelf? Yes, I can. Boop. If only cleaning was this easy, guys. Perfect. Now then, how about you come
After the
clear
intense
these
set of
dishes
prison
off the
meetings,
table?
This house cleaning level almost feels like cleansing. It's the moment after a particularly difficult or traumatic experience where you just need to let it sit and digest inside of you, and eventually cohere into something meaningful.
House cleaning is so difficult. How do you do it? Are all houses this easy to clean? Or do these chores ever end? The third one. Do these chores ever end? Darling, let me tell you something. Whatever work you do, you have absolutely got to own it. Otherwise, it owns you. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you?
Of all of his work, actually, this was the only one that he called me up to ask me to come over and look at it. This was during a period of a few months where he was like grossly happy all the time. Just walked around with a constant smile on his face.
Okay, let me read that again. So why don't we be with the task at hand and leave the future chores to future you? Present you wants to smooth out the rug in the bedroom, believe it or not. Trust me on this one. Again, the rug. Come on, rug. Looks like the top has gotten rather dirty. Would you mind tidying it up? Okay, I think I get it now. This is like everyday thing. Earlier, when I said I had a really cheesy thought, I was going to say that it occurs to me that one's house is a lot like one's soul. You care for it, and it takes care for you. Don't know why I felt so weird about saying that. You get to choose an answer here. I get it. That's a weird thing to say to someone you just met. Or, yeah, you're right. It's pretty cheesy. Or number 3, but there's a bit of truth in it, no? Yeah, I think the number 3 is the best answer here. Anyway, so housekeeping. Let's keep doing this. Books, would you please clean up the books? Thanks. Wait, can I do it from here? Let's see if I can actually click from here. No, I can't. Doesn't work. Come on, Coda. Oh goodness, those pillows over the couch are a real mess.
I'm glad he found some peace.
Would you go over straight and up a bit? Can't have these folks coming home to a messy couch. Boop. Question.
But, of course, it can't last.
Do
The
you
music
enjoy
stops,
this?
Your companion is gone. It's time to leave. The door at the top of the hill is now open as well. Again, you can't stay in the dark space for too long. You just can't. You have to keep moving. It's how you stay alive.
Sorry guys, we're doing therapy again. Oh.
Which is the whole
Closed.
point of the puzzle doors, right? That sooner or later you have to pick up and move. I really thought that was the point of it.
September 2009. Items
This
you
one
love
gets
at
a
members
bit
only
goofy.
prices. Why did you come here today? Was it to improve your life? What is it? Was it to get a better job? Was it to make your relationships more meaningful? No. You came here to become perfect. This workshop is going to teach you how to be perfect. I want your friends and the people in your life to look at you and think, wow, this person is a better human being than I am. Right now, who do you think about that way in your own life? Who do you know who is well developed as a person that they make you feel disgusted with yourself compared to whom you feel useless, selfish, ungrateful? I intend to make you into that person. Perfection is within your grasp. And the question is not how we do it, but how do we get to do it effortlessly? This is easy, so easy, so
About
easy.
halfway through the game, the perspective shifts.
Woo.
And you play as the teacher. And suddenly,
okay.
you discover that your teacher is just as bigoted and afraid as you are. Oh, and also you can move around the classroom now.
Oh, okay. Being perfect is effortless. That's already... Okay, I guess we can pause here for a bit. Are you guys enjoying the game so far? Just like me? Let's sip a coffee. Let me see what's going on real quick. Okay, nothing important going on. Is the ad gonna play? Hello, ads, are you coming? Like the timer is on zeros, but it's not starting. Did it start and I didn't know about it? Are we on ads right now? And my bot is just failing? Is that what's going on? Oh, okay, I can see the money now. Man. This is a game, am I right? This is not a game, this is a therapy session, and it's a... And I think it's working, kinda. Not gonna lie. I can't actually turn because I'm gonna hit the mic. That's only for subscribers only content. Right there. You can only see me dancing if you subscribe, guys. Remember. I'm kidding. Okay, I think this is done. Let's continue where we left. So we're not the teachers, and we see the chaos behind the listeners. People screaming in a black hole. Damn. Okay. So what do we say? Being perfect is effortless. This is the key. How do I achieve it with no effort? Well, let me tell you right now. If it isn't effortless, then it's not the right answer. Can I choose number 2? Number 2 says, I still love you. It's just that you make me feel cold on the inside. And number 3 says, being alone must be awful. Can I use number 3? Being alone must be awful. Oh, okay. So... what inside his mind right now, I think. Number 1 says, thank goodness all of you perceive me as being wise and intelligent. Number 2 says, drinking is not hurting my life. And number 3 says, if you are torturing yourself, try to find the right solutions for your life. You're not doing it right. If you're torturing yourself trying to find the right solutions for your life, you're not doing it right. Okay. Can I choose number 1? Thank goodness all you perceive me as wise and intelligent. Number 1 says, do you understand that you won't be happy until you love me? This is for you. Is that like someone's waking up here in the dialogue? Seek out only one thing. What is the easiest, simplest path forward? Or, ew, I'm developing a cyst. Gross. Okay, let's go for the cyst. I can go, haha, just kidding. Anyone want to do some ecstasy after this? There is no truth, there is no path. Let's do ecstasy later. Yeah. What if I'm not a good teacher? Holy shit, you guys, something's coming out of the back of the room. Look out. Let's do that. Let's do that. Everyone run. Everyone run.
I felt pretty hard for this one. I feel like it's one of the most relatable experiences that you can have. To assume that some other person is perfect and totally fulfilled in every way, and completely miss all of the little flaws that make them painfully human. I think about this game a lot these days.
January 2010.
This one took a lot longer than all the others for Coda to make. It was 4 months between this and the last one. That's twice as long as it took him to make any other game before this, and it's not like it's particularly complex, so I remember I found that a little strange at the time.
This guy has the same assets in every game. Same assets. He just adds more to them. Like he keeps coming back, I guess. Ooh, this is like a backstage kind of thing. Oh boy. I see all the sound boxes here. Ooh, we can walk behind the scenario. Okay. Huh. Okay, never mind. Never mind. Let's back into the stage here. I'm pretty sure some lights are gonna... Yeah. Alright, the performance is beginning. Places, please. In this scene, you will be playing as me. We are at the gathering of professionals. First, you'll start out leaning against this wall. Which wall? Oh, okay. Whoop. Good, stay right there. The woman across the room in this chair is a professional photographer of animals. It's your dream to photograph animals professionally. This is your one chance to learn something from her, to gain something, to succeed. Go on, say something to her. Okay, we can say hello. We can say, sorry, I have to leave. And number 3, where is the bathroom? guess if we want to learn, we have to say hello. Hello. Hello? That's it? That's not a conversation. You need to actually converse with her. Be a human being. Do it again. Okay. I'm super scared right now. I like you. Or here are all my hopes and dreams. None of them are pretty good, I think. Probably the super scared one, I guess, is the least weird one, I guess. No, that's not what I said to her at all. You're completely missing the tone of the conversation. I was reserved, but I knew what I wanted. I was confident. For some reason, it was just that one moment, but I was confident. Means that you need a better feel of the setting. There were a lot of people around us. Oh, okay. I'll give you some props to work with. These cones and bounds, when you touch them, will represent people nearby. Ooh, touch them. Boop. 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 Oh. Man, ADHD hits hard. Okay, number one, you must have worked really hard to get where you are. Number two, I'll bet you learn to lean into pain. And number three, what are some sacrifices you have had to make? Number one, I guess, you must have worked really hard to get where you are. You're messing it all up again. You'll freak her out if the conversation gets that personal that quickly. Do you not realize how important that was for me? I'll never get another opportunity like this again. Damn. I want to try something. Try stepping back from the stage. Okay. Stepping away from the... Oh, boy. Can we go back? I guess that's the feeling of messing something up, huh? Oh. Okay, yes, now this is working.
With this eerie premonition of what's going to happen next in Coda's life. The solution to social anxiety, to fears of having to perform and having to chase success, the answer for Coda is to withdraw, to hide himself away. Which is what leads to scenarios like the stairs that slowed you down several games ago, where it just becomes harder and harder to access Coda's inner landscape because he keeps retreating. He just keeps backing away from possible connections to anyone other than himself. And to be honest, I didn't consider it very healthy when I first played this game. You know, it looked to me like he was trying to justify the idea of just disconnecting yourself from the world. And that wasn't what I wanted for him or for his games. Because I feel like a lot of his games are inviting me to connect with this person, to bring him closer. But what can you do? After this, Coda went off and took another 5 months to make a new game.
Mobius Strip. To play this game properly, you must keep your eyes closed. Click the game to begin. Keep my eyes closed. What's going on? Oh, they're blind. What's going on? Captain, what can we do? Why did I go blind? I can't see. And then my vision slowly went black. There was a giant door. And then my vision went black. Ooh, the door is coming our way, guys. I'm blind. We're going to crash, aren't we? Bye, guys. Splat. What's going on? Oh, we can talk now.
You should
Help, I'm
probably
blind.
open your eyes if you haven't already. It's pretty much impossible to solve otherwise. And there is a solution, by the way.
There is a solution? SS Whisper. What's going on, number 3? What's going on? There is a solution. I see doors there, so maybe. Okay, let's move around. Help! I can't see anything. Help! I'm blind. Can you go up? Yes, you can. Truth. The only way to stop it is to speak something that is honest. I'm bursting with creative energy. I can't keep making these. My work is always fun. I'm bursting with creative energy? Nope, that isn't truthful. Oh boy. I can't see anything. I can't keep making this. My work is always fun. I can't keep making these. Yes, that's it. That's the truth. Okay. Truth. I don't feel it anymore.
I was getting concerned.
I'm out of
First
ideas.
off,
It's
he's
draining.
never been this explicit in his work about exactly what he's thinking. So where's that coming from? But then even weirder, his work has potentially stopped being an outlet for him. Not like he's having trouble iterating on ideas, but he literally just can't think of new ideas anymore. And in person, he was being a lot more distant than usual. Like, you know how sometimes a person will just deflect anything that you say in order to keep themselves disconnected all the time? It was that kind of thing. Here was the point in my relationship with Coda where I really started to wonder if he needed my help in some way.
God, I don't feel it anymore. I'm out of ideas. It's draining me. I guess whatever we choose is the same. Keep doing. Keep talking. Okay. I haven't been honest. I can't figure out how to say the thing. And I thought it was going to be easy. You're doing it. It's working. I'm alone. I'm stuck in it. I have to work harder. God damn, this is getting too real, guys. Too real. I have to work harder. Maybe. We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay.
His games are going to get more desperate from here on out.
Oh,
After
boy.
this game, it's almost 6 months before he finishes something new.
December 2010. Okay, we have 3 options. Hello, where am I? And what is this? What is this? Okay, something kind of nice now, I guess. Kinda. Where did this island come from? How do I get out of here? Or hello, is anyone there? What is this island? Where did it come from? Is that a person? How lovely! Who's talking to me? It's been a long time since I talked to anyone. Is it a tree? Am I talking to a tree? What's wrong? You look lost. I am. I'm completely out of ideas. When I try to create, I feel empty. I have nothing left to give to my work. Oh no! What happened? Did something change? There was a machine that kept me going and it stopped. Or I'm trying to find this engine that used to protect me to start it again. Let's go for the machine. Wait, you're looking for a machine? I think I know what it is. This isn't far. What? You have to take me to it. I need to see it to know why it stopped.
If the last game featured Coda talking explicitly about his creative frustrations, this one turns it up to 11. Put yourself in my shoes playing this. Here's a friend whose work is exhibiting signs of struggle, frustration, anxiety, depression, even. And yet still he keeps making games. He keeps throwing himself into the grinder even when he clearly doesn't have the energy for it anymore. Why? What is it for?
Okay, I can take you to it, but there's a problem. It's guarded by a difficult puzzle. If you can help me solve the puzzle, we'll find the machine. Deal? I say deal. Japanese door thingy? Factory? Perfect, come along. I'll show it to you. Okay.
Because from my perspective at the time and just what I knew of him, this was a result of how isolated he was. He was in his own little bubble, just sitting at his computer all day, not really showing these games to anyone, not releasing them onto the internet, and so he didn't have anyone outside of himself to connect with. He had no outlet to ground himself on.
Okay, we get the same puzzle we always get. Hey, I recognize this. Oh, wonderful. Can you tell me how to do it? First, you press the switch on the inside. No. But we're not in the inside. Okay, I pressed the wrong button. You have to open the door. Okay, now what? We put ourselves here. Now you have to close the first door. Alright, what's next? Now press the switch here. Ha! That was so simple.
You can't talk yourself out of loneliness. It doesn't work that way. You can't be the one writing both the questions and the answers. Then there's no movement. Then there's no circulation. If all of your anxieties are being channeled into your work, then if the work ever fails, you have no backup and you're just going to crash.
Then the voices says, haha, that was so simple. I can't believe I never solved it before. Now we get into here. When I try to create, I feel empty. Where did this island come from? What is this? I need to see it to know why it stopped. Dear. Is that woman crying? Hey, I recognize this, and it stopped. Okay, here we are. What are you talking about? There's no machine here. These are just words in some walls. Let's do that one. Trust me, you'll see. You have to say that your work is fun and easy. You have to say the game development is simple and joyous, and that you love it 100% of the time. Okay. Making games is simple. Ah, that feels wonderful. But it wasn't true. Don't worry about it. Just keep talking. Keep saying that creation is easy. I'm constantly excited and enthusiastic. It's easy. It never stops being easy. Yes, that's wonderful. Keep going.
Seeing this game at the time that he made it, it looked really unhealthy to me. I was watching him do this to himself, and I hated it. I hated seeing him so trapped. It's like, video games are not worth this amount of suffering.
Every time I make something, I feel better about myself.
This is someone I really cared about. And I used to get so much joy out of seeing him create. For him to suddenly become angry and frustrated like this, it was the worst thing for me.
None of this is helping. I'm out. I'm going to vomit. Please, where is the machine? Please, where's the machine? Patience, you have to trust me. I promise this will work. Please continue. Pain breezes effortlessly off me. Any sacrifices made for my work are worth it 100% of the time. And it always pays off eventually. Man, this is very heavy. I wasn't actually ready to this kind of thing. Okay, pain breezes effortlessly off of me.
I don't know.
Yes, more.
This
Keep
is what I
going.
felt at the time. I don't know how else to explain it. I wanted it to stop more than anything. I had never felt so rotten. I needed more than I had ever needed anything for this to stop.
Yeah, please stop. There is no shame, no fear, no guilt. Or I will be saved by my work. Or I believe this unquestioningly. I am a vessel for certainty. Okay, there's no shame, no guilt, no fear. Incredible. That's it. I'm free. I'm free. We're back to the prison. Holy fuck. Ah, there's an exit. Can we...
But it didn't stop. After finishing this one, Coda takes another 7 months and comes up with a new game.
May 2011. I'm sorry you guys are getting uncomfortable. I want to power through this, if you are okay with it. Guard. Ma'am, glad to see you arrived safely. We captured the machine. It's waiting for you now. You can begin the interrogation whenever you like. I intend to be quick, to be quiet, or to be brutal. Let's go quick, I guess. Very good. Just be warned that someone called the press, so we might have a bit of attention on this one. Also, one more thing that you should know about this machine. It calls itself Coda. Alright. Oh no, lots of words. Can't read them all. Yeah. Bye. No questions. Bye.
And of course, it's the machine.
It's the machine. Okay. You stopped. We're talking to a machine, I think. You stopped feeding us. Your work was keeping us alive. Your work was keeping us healthy. Those peoples out there, can you imagine the pain you put them through? It was only because of your creations that any of us could make it through every day. How could we possibly go back to trusting you to do this job? Damn. How about this for a start? You need to go to the people who are out there and apologize to them. And you have to admit to the people that you allow them to suffer. I've been so alone. Jesus Christ. No, nothing? Think carefully. I know how to hurt you. I have seen the thing you fear. What the fuck? Alright then. I will speak to them for you. The president? You have to go back now? We can do my followers or my friends. Let's do friends. My friends! It falls on me to deliver bad news, or I have a troubling revelation, which is the same, yes. The machine will not apologize to us, or the machine refuses to admit that it deliberately hurt us. Whew. But this is not important. We are stronger than it thinks we are. We will find a life to live without it. We do not need its games. Let us pay it retribution. Let us show it what we are, that we are no failures. Okay, that's better. Follow me. We will destroy the machine. We will destroy everything that the machine has created. Oh, we're back on the stage. Oh, the gun. Holy shit. Coda, I'll make sure your work dies here. I'll make sure you are known forever. Fine.
And I'll tell you, at the time that I first played this game, shortly after he made it, here's what I'm thinking to myself. I'm thinking that Code is stuck in his own head, and that it's having a very negative effect on him, and that all he needs to do is just start showing his work to people, to get some actual feedback on his games. It might get him out of isolation. And so, as I'm thinking this, I realize that I could be the one to initiate it. Because it would never occur to Coda to start actively soliciting feedback, so what if I did it for him? If he could see the difference it would make to have more actual conversations with other human beings, would that bring him out of his mental spiral? Would it give him confidence in himself? Would it bring meaning back into his work?
Oh, Phil.
So I started showing Coda's work to people. I took this one, and the islands which you just played, the theater, the notes, the house cleaning game, and some of the prison escape games. I brought them to people that I knew and trusted. I asked their opinions. And the great part is that they really loved his games.
Are we getting ads? Sorry about that, guys. We'll have to wait a little bit. Man, I need to learn how to snooze these. I really do. Quick actions. Snooze ads. Okay, here's a button. I'm gonna add it here. I'm gonna use it next time. Man, it's hard to just I don't know, get out of this mentality. This game is like the mood and all that, the feelings. And Bezos is not helping. 20 more seconds. This game is heavy, guys. I'm sorry. you have to try suffer this thing with me, guys. But I hope it has a good feel ending that we can appreciate. I really hope so. Let's continue.
The point of it all was just to give him some external reference point, but they genuinely loved his work. There was nothing for him to be afraid of.
This is the machine. Put down your weapon. I'm putting it up. Do I shoot? Oh, okay.
Can you see why I felt like this was the right thing to do? Because it's the thing that I always feel like I need, to be told that my work is good, that I am good. When someone really connects with a thing that I've made, when they see themselves purely in my work, there's nothing that feels better. And I got to give that very same feeling to my friend. I did something, I really felt like I'd done something good, like I was a good person. I felt like there was a friend who was in trouble and was unhappy and maybe didn't like themselves, and I could fix it. If I could give him this gift, maybe I could fix the problem. When they told me how much they enjoyed his games, it was the best feeling. It was the absolute best feeling. It made me feel so happy. So beautifully, beautifully happy. So anyway, Coda finishes this game, and then really he just kind of takes off for a while. So this is June of 2011, and I didn't hear anything from him for several weeks, I guess. And so out of nowhere, one day I get an email, and it's got a private link to a new game of Coda's. This one is called The Tower, and to my knowledge, it's the last game that Coda ever made. So let's take a look.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready, guys. June 2011. The Tower. Okay. We entered the door. Is it? Okay.
And this is where I have trouble saying anything meaningful about Coda's work. Because more than anything else, the tower just feels distant. It feels like it's trying to distance itself from the world. It's a very cold game.
Yeah.
This room actually has a maze in it. Except that all the walls of the maze are invisible. And then every time you touch one of the walls, there's this awful flashing and noise, so the experience is really miserable. The game goes beyond not being meant to be played. It actually seems to despise the player for trying to play it at all. But I do want to show you the rest of the levels, so when you're ready to continue, press enter and I'll put a bridge over the maze.
Now let's continue. I actually wonder. Do you guys think anyone actually finished the maze? Like, try to actually finish the maze? Someone tried to do a map of it, maybe?
And to be fair, it's not like this is the first game that's needed some modification to be playable. Like the house cleaning game. You know, that one used to actually loop the cleaning chores and you just cleaned a house forever. I had to cut it off so that you could exit the house and the game would actually end. But that game had an idea that it was actually trying to communicate. What's the deeper idea behind the invisible maze? The only way past this challenge is to randomly guess the 6-digit code. Like the invisible maze, it's frustrating to me, because it's the opposite of everything else that Coda has made. It doesn't encourage thought or engagement. It doesn't ask anything of me, except a lot of my time. If I could have reached him during this time, then maybe I could have asked him, but I couldn't. I still don't really understand why this is here. I'll put the code on the ground for you here, though, so that we can move on.
God damn it. Imagine the... What? Imagine all the combinations you have to make to guess this number. Like... maybe years? Will you try to buy one by one? No, we'll try this. I don't think anyone will actually try it. We'll just stop right there and freeze. So yeah, it seems like it was meant to be unplayable. Or unwinnable?
The switch to open this door is actually on the other side of the door, meaning that it's literally impossible to solve from this side. So even if you somehow brute forced your way through the first two challenges and you got to this point, there's actually just no way to progress. And it's scary for me, the idea of Coda cutting himself off entirely, just saying, you know, that's it, that's the end of the conversation, not giving me any way to fix the problem. I feel like a failure, I guess, when I can't fix the problem. But I can open this door for you, so let me do that. Was I a failure for not understanding this game? I mean, I don't know why I would be. It's not like everything needs to have a solution, but I feel it somehow. I feel like I failed, and I don't understand why. I remember, it's June of 2011. I'm playing this for the very first time, and as I'm playing, I'm thinking to myself, I don't know this person. I have no idea who this person is. It wasn't the guy I knew, it wasn't my friend. I had come to so many conclusions from looking at all of his work up to this point, and then suddenly none of them... I had been trying to, though. That was the thing. For years I was trying to get to know him, to understand who he actually was and what he stood for. I asked him so many times to please just tell me what his games mean to him. I asked him please to tell me what the 3 dots mean.
The 3 dots?
And he
Who
wouldn't.
says 3 dots?
I just felt so strongly that if I could have connected with him, that if I could have somehow made his work my own, that I would finally be once and for all happy. It was that I needed to see myself in someone else. I needed to be someone other than me. But he stopped and left, and it felt somehow like I had failed. Where did I screw up? I'm the reason that you stopped making games, aren't I? It's because of what I did. I
Shit.
poisoned it for you.
Dear Davey, thank you for your interest in my games. I need to ask you to not speak to me anymore. Shit.
I don't think I ever told you this, but when I took your work and I was showing it to people, it actually felt... it felt as though I were responsible for something important and valuable.
I wonder at times whether you think I am making these games for you.
And
You have
the people who played them, they treated me like I was important. They really listened and cared about what I had to say. Even though I was showing your work, it was... I felt good about myself. Finally. For a moment, while I had that, I liked myself.
Damn. You have so infected my personal space that it's possible I did begin to plan solutions in my work somewhere hidden between games. If there was an answer, a meaning, will it make you any happier? Would you start taking my games and showing them to people against my wishes? Giving them something that is not yours to give, violating the one boundary that keeps me safe? Will you stop changing my games? Stop adding lampposts to them? Wait, lampposts weren't there? Lampposts aren't added?
And then
You
you
simply-
stopped. And I didn't have anything left to show people. I just had to be with myself. And as soon as that happened, there was no feeling at all. Nothing. Less than nothing. What is that?
No, how? Give me a second, guys. Just want to check on something. Man, there's so many things. So many things opened. Okay, that's it. Okay, nothing much. Would you simply let them be what they are? Which means the games. I mean, he means the games. When I'm around you, I feel physically ill. You desperately need something that I cannot give to you. I literally do not have it. Struggling to come up with new ideas is not making me depressed. Low points are just part of the process. The fact that you think I'm frustrated or broken says more about you than me. Shit. I realize that this doesn't make sense to you just yet. Which is fine. You're not my problem to solve. But I hope that one day it clicks. And that you make peace with this thing you are wrestling.
I'm afraid that I did something really stupid because I don't like myself.
And when you finally see what I'm talking about, don't say anything. You get the door again.
That's why I'm releasing this collection of your work. Is because I haven't been able to find any other way to reach you. I've tried everything. And so a part of me has hope that if I put this compilation out into the world, and if I put my name on it, that maybe enough people will play it so that it'll find its way to you, so that I can tell you that I'm sorry. I know I screwed up. If I apologize to you truly and deeply, will you start making games again? Please, I need to feel okay with myself again. And I always felt okay as long as I had your work to see myself in. I mean, is something wrong with me? Because I know that I did an awful thing, and I'm doing it again right now. Like, I'm showing people your work, but I can't stop myself from doing it. That's how badly I need to feel something again, like I'm an addict. There has to be something wrong with me. Can I apologize? What if I tell you I was wrong? Will that work? Will that fix it? I don't know. I don't think it will, but there's nothing else that I can do. Just tell me what you want. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Please, start making games again. Please help me. Please give me some of whatever it is that makes you complete. I want whatever that wholeness is that you just summoned out of nothing and you put into your work. You were complete in some way that I never was. And I want to know I want to know how to be a good person. I want to know how not to hate myself. Please. I'm fading, and all I want is to know that I'm going to be okay.
Is that the end? Epilogue. Fuck, bro. This got so weird and interesting at the same time. I think I know this place. Isn't this like a station in the US? Like a train station?
More love, more praise, more people telling me that I'm good. Always more. It's like a disease. Solution, solution, solution. I guess if someone had told me ahead of time that he just really enjoyed making prison games, maybe I wouldn't have thought he was so desperate. I wouldn't have told so many people that he was depressed. Maybe he just likes making prisons. Even now, the disease is telling me to stop. Don't show people what a shitty person you are. They'll hate you. If I knew that my life depended on finding something to be driven by other than validation, what would that even be? It's strange, but the thought of not being driven by external validation is unthinkable. Like, I actually cannot conceive of what that would be like. What now? I think I need to go. And I'm sorry, because I know that I said that I would be here and I would walk you through this, but I'm starting to feel like I have a lot of work to do. I have a lot that I need to make up for, and so I'm just gonna... Okay.
Perfectly understandable, man. Go get your shit together. Should I enter these doors? I guess they're here for a reason. Let's go. Oh, it's going up. Okay. The silence is so loud. You guys understand the expression? The silence is loud. Like a... Is that the laser from the first. It was the first game. I think it was the first game. Holy fuck! Is this really? If this is really the end, fuck, man. I wasn't ready for this journey. I was not expecting this kind of journey, to be honest. Yeah, it's the same laser. The one we unalive ourselves in Minecraft. Are we going to float? Yeah, we are. Okay. Ooh, it's dark. Can't see much. Oh boy.
Turn back.
For R.
Turn back from this cave.
R.
You said, let me prove that
This project would not have been possible without the following individuals. Okay. So 8 people worked on it.
But the cave goes for
Turn Back. Written by Helena Heron.
miles.
Also has a music called Turn Back.
And you're so tired.
Additional thanks to
But I know
these
that
people.
you're strong. So turn back.
Fuck, man.
Turn back.
So that's the game, guys. The Beginner's Guide. Fuck my life. I don't know, man. I there are no words here. Nothing. Question mark. That's all. Like. It was supposed to inspire me somehow. And I mean, God damn it! I wasn't expecting therapy today, guys. I wasn't expecting it. So I guess we can end the stream here. I really don't know how to follow this. I really don't. I'm what's the weird word? Flabbergasted. I think that's the word. I think. Fuck my life. I guess I could end the stream here. I don't know what to do after this. I think we have a lot to think about, guys. Sorry if this was kind of painful to some of you guys. Fuck. You see me now? I'm like so confused. So confused. I think I'm gonna finish the game here, guys. Finish the stream here. I think that's it for today, guys. I wasn't ready for this, and I'm sure a lot of people weren't. Will I recommend this game to someone? Like, will I say you should play this game to someone? Like, I do, but I don't. Like, I'd say, I don't know. Man. Let's see chapter selects just to see what appears, what it shows. Wait, did I select a chapter? Nah, I think I'm gonna end the stream here, guys. That's all for today. Thank you all for showing up on the stream. Sorry. Oh, we have ads. It doesn't matter. We're gonna end the stream anyway. Sorry. Thank you for coming. I don't know. So, I guess I'll see you guys on Monday. Yeah. All right, guys. Be seeing you later. Bye-bye.